Kasiebo ya magana foto emama kwa Dimuba TV XYZ any power 97.9 FM nefe radio XYZ 93.1 ne eye ukuda Jumbo sumengi ni da ito suduba ko Kasiebo ni yedi erebremo ene anajofei na insemi nyinano yedi free yemen studios ya yewa number 37 Abebrese Street Osu Accra ebekwa kofa Volta Power so 94.1 Global FM ewo ho Shapo Takrade Nsroma FM wankrankwanta Gwem ewo Jasi Kanjinyami wo Sampa nananom ewo Hafo Goso Western Radio Waziama Elembele KFM 92.1 wakpaza Angligi FM wabole Vinci Radio ni TV wadunkwa onofin Atom Local FM wasasitro High Radio su wabechim Radio SM online.com ni apo 68 FM wa Virginia USA tuning Yawa Power 97.9 Daisy Radio so Yawa Italy Adam Fopa Radio wa Paris G-Life Radio wa UK OPD Radio Ewa UK my XYZ online.com multi TV digibox neso radio channel XYZ su Kasiebo enam ho Facebook ya Power 979 Nefe TV XYZ Ghana YouTube ya XYZ Broadcasting Lao Silence Television America brochimemu ni Ghana hansu Kasiebo enam honom Wimpa Sampa Widi FM su wa Pusiga Shaman Potem ya Wanyansa Po FM so Rich FM ewa asinfusu Gateway Radio 1 Dambai Sansusu na Gateway Radio mom ewo eye enkwanta South NFA Dambai Radio ehonum ne yenam 101.5 FM so ena sunya ye 107.5 FM so Sunset Radio wo bibiene ena Trinity FM ewo Bogal so ne bedimu akotimbi eni
Yebako Magana Amra Shebedrem Sansen Nemra Shebedrem Chamihne Right Honorable Yera Avans Mana Kingsford Bagman Watchim Shebedreni Bakwaso ho na yedi enseme wunse mo yedi inchimu bema
Omampanin John Dramani Mahama ena watchim se tema ene fetakrade su shen jina biano erinche don shiri eduonu anang wori babe yedwuma ewo ho
Presidential advisor ya Omampanin atna ya wo 24 ewa memu ne honse mo Dr. Valerie Soya ne odi ato Electoral Commission nimse na dama empeso makomako eduosia mienu ewa blikuma nofo empeso no so no hwe na wonye rerun ne mo ama abato honsem nkoyi
Nkuko nkete ejumedi abangi ede abano amanebo ayensa asomo erichim se mebumba se mpimdu ena wade ntetewe ebekwa ama won ewum
Honorable Agnes na momo late ye kase wotu na mo abo apro won kran chichiu ne miamia ahodo wo su ha se ya ye be kase nkoda asebi woni nane eja ye de omakwakwotena na nsemme na odi atudwa emu nhyemu wa haide be ma wo Asofo achocho wuro awon ewo mamu ena wogusu awade abasebode erekwa ma yera John Dramani Mahama se ode dakun esi ho se yenyinara ye mompa ye mfa nase enkoma erade senia enchemuti no ye de bebra mo Kasiebo imu ebusia BC sohwe ne guso ene na wonmo hyase wo matwro mienu dia kogu ochina wo mbeto aso na Ghana mampani abedi chi Professor na anaje no poku agima wakasa dia futo ama mebura wo matwro nso hwe
na osafo no no hwe nkita ho de nsem so echem se mo mu wo suapon ene fentu asusuku mu ose mika chem se enche kra no data hu se nsem o ewrade nyankopon ose ebi enam kwaso ereba amamu
adisma ban sem weni afoforo pi na ka ho na nwumre yatena se de somo se no si abremo akan Kasiebo yenkai ose nwume ko bia dama ena wonum ebo echidom nwumre aseda ne bi kodi ama Little George omoboa abo echidom sanso ene na ya wo ene akoye wukwa do chira ya wo za de nenso ye MTN Yellow Thursday no ehun komo bebro power specialist for bo amobia hepatitis se ha no ne to asia root and trap product to adwama so wo so a malaria ne typhoid ha won ya no akọ na wo mo abo bansa sia eda ye manso na so a o security ho ne ekodi sansa se ne so like say obi ya wo ho asem na setata wo kidney ne nyina wo mbehwe no mo to asia krakra e dia ma 3p garlic mixture bo am obi a ne fried on chom ya ejina so ne ho hwe enye ye no num bia e be ma na twetwe kama afi else drodie eno ane haxa mesha no onua capsules a ye no so bo aspane se die pese ubenyini that refuse to grow for no modro no yajibe na enum ne mo Livestock educational consult ye mano wo masetene mu nti ya for mo brade entete wo mo kama no mo nyini emeye akendi for papa SMB test we dwama so edu heba ne dia beboa mema ne di wo makagina mu pa ema wo mo bo adwuma afi medi Moses se wo boa ama ho so protect se watu ase na ubedi di no adidi ya mensa ka promo ne ya na do ho ahembi na afi waton ho so ama ne nyina koye busua nwume koi eni afoforo pi no aka ho na nwume wo mo boa ama Kasiebo ye dia damo
Akenkanfo me Accra Kofi Dako mene
Amma poma Checheku
Efe examno emunchirem ankasa enen Ghana young mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and wabo amane erichim se tema and if etakra de sushen jinabia erinchekra no abang edije erigugu akwema ebebua ma donhwere eduonu anan ehihya trimopo anankasa erde abano samia ebien no obefiase no nga yedwuma se ne be ya enkita hode ne fe sikasem so betumi gina ne nanso ewo sabia ebien ho na productivity so won ahyemokena ewo ho His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chimse yibetumi aboye papa eni egwedi afemene niema yede erekwama no ne eni nia yede ereba omamu nso no wobehyemokena na ne nyina no enima kosoye na enkoches enkobase bia na obekra wo niema fiama no ne ba bepuem ewo manga na yang suchan bia ahoro nyina no ebia obekwa ko uniema no ebe delay ewo honom His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edin semitu gwa enede yara ewo 2025 horticulture expo jumedi ebaso ewo Accra International Conference Center and odin semi etugwa ewo ho na nsemi nyina no enua berima Kofi Abrante ewo nsemi tuaso
Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025 etumi ashase ene ewo nkramante mu Accra International Conference Center na fi edin a edaso innovative transforming sustaining driving through in Ghana horticultural sector ene na Ghana mampen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama EBP mo chemu se ade amra wo mo bodewru edichi man Ghana mu mpeso aso amra wo mo pray abenya kunya no hye bo se ade a obehwe na 24 hour economy etumi ayejuma ene na ochemu ene emra wepi mu o hye se ade a 24 hour economy no ebe say ediefi tema ene afi takra depot ne be ya ejumedi ebetimi akoso 24 hour.
We're also implementing a game-changing strategy, the 24-hour economy initiative, to unlock Ghana's productive potential across all sectors. And I'm pleased to announce that on July 1st, the 24-hour initiative policy will be ready to go into operation. And I'm pleased to inform you that the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness and Industry and the Ministry of Transport are working together with the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Shippers Council, and other stakeholders to soon declare the Tema and Takoradi ports as 24-hour ports.
Enwechi osanso editujwa echiremu se eyade a se obepim ewe bibremu mamu a se ebibrefo ebetumi aka ontuma bomu na omedijuma eno so beboa se ne bema Ghana enafi ebibremu ma aworo no ebetumi tumpon se eye nduaba a womo ekra ede akwa amahoro so no ebedimu.
To do this, we must shift from aid to trade and from dependence to dominance in the export value chain. Under the African Continental Free Trade Area, we have a single market of 1.4 billion people. We must not only trade more, but also produce more, and Ghana must lead in this effort. Imagine if Liberia grew fresh gingers, Ghana processed these gingers, and Kenya packaged them, and we exported it as one brand to Dubai. This is the African economic ecosystem we must build, integrated, efficient, and product self-reliant. I'm issuing a clear call to our development partners: invest with us in infrastructure, agri-tech, and skills, not as donors, but as partners.
Air President, Anima the Federation of Association of Ghanaian Exporters, Chantia friend Fagi, Davies, Cowboy, and so any tuja say.
This team is a call to action to all stakeholders to move beyond potential and into purposeful action. At Fetch, our mandate has never wavered to advocate for the advance the interests of our Ghanaian exporters. Over the years, we have led missions, hosted forums, established platforms, and partnered with global institutions to lift Ghana's agri-export visibility.
Meeting Kofi Abrante, Prior FM TV, Kasiebo.
Yegusuya dina agriculture nsem ene fi omampanyin atena esanse yekai se John Dramani Mahama ode dwumadi bi aba no no eba beboa nanu enenam sunti ya ne mo Erika say no CSIR won afibiara adwumadi a wotai everyday ne fenhwehwemu a wore eye no amanebo a wode abatu yenanim erichim se wo pese mebun be se mpimdu na wode ntetewe ebekwa ma wo kwan ayefa so na yemua ewo mamu na ebeboa ye papa manema etumi akonkan adwumadi wo chim se won fiase ewo frafra ha wo enkramantama wo de beko mantama kuma kudu esia ne nyina mu se ne be ya ebebua manema nyina akoso ye na nkukọ nketenkete ensam en American wo se eno betumi abua ye papa na mebun a wo mo mu no wo benya adwuma aye na eno so bebua mo mangana ye portrait hu sensam so etumi akonanim ebebua ma agri business nso ensakere mapa ebetumi abem openi kwancherefo no hwe presidential initiative a wo hwe kwayo hu sensam ne fe agri business eye Dr. Peter Buama Otukuno eno de nsemi atugwa eno richim se abanga ya nadwene se afibiara no be se $4 million and as a $4 million broilers ena wode beba na eno no bebu ye papa wode ntitiwe ebekwa ma Ghana mebum na eno so bebu ma Ghana enkuko husem aya kradi fi amano ne eba na eno nam sunti yese dollar dodo no ebetumi aba fan.
Then Muhammad is ready to say, Bibia ebetimi enya local capacity bi and it to build sa local capacity. Your companies were Ghana or produce the uses. I be mu ye layers, mu ye broilers. I say ebetimi harness sa capacity no. Said the beya ebetimi produce sa corner wa. And no crab bo mama mo so etimi half scale. Said the after Abeya, I say African Continental Free Trade, it me a cotton and Yama or Togo, Burkina, Ivory Coast. You bet me take advantage now, yet me a produce a feeding not only Ghana but the sub-regional market. Training in the July, end of July, August near Shasia. First phase, they said the Macanaqua could see as December 2026, near 10,000. Niakanona, Yatuaso, August 2028. Na ya 20,000. Generally next month ya ending of next month to August na ya shasi.
Eye Dr. Peter Buama Otukuno, oya Director Adema Presidential Initiative on Agriculture and Agribusiness.
Free Kujuman Samson for Yanko my Ghana Rashi Bedrim na enra nenya sem kitwa e my Ghana Rashi Bedrim meka kete ketenanke ye tumamento e Rashi Bedrim fie na ye se anesi fo atwa tia won matie ye na pani a wono soma de hye ye wa fijase ne important mo fijase sokore Rashi Bedrim ni Dr. Nana ye wa free e na adwene se enkansem no de beba betudwa e Rashi Bedrim no ye se obedi ede betudwa Rashi Bedrim no akwanya mama ne sanse pani asabre no tie adwam e Shibedwem chamehne yewura Bernard ahiafo o kire ne se de bi ye wo mrare nhihye wo mrashibedwem hase ya ansa na wodi asemi betu dwa na wo so de fa mpanimfo so na mpanimfo ma mrashibedwa no enya ntiase se bibi se ye asemi ya bekoso e mrashibedwem ntimi makwan e ma sa asem no wonka kowi achi no jese mentime wase pai mrashibedwem ye senki enyini kurampie ekoye kichikiti kakra wo ho na enna mrashibedwem chamehne Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Gbagben wakasa de afa ho na ansa na yeni kan kwhwe enra de course wo mrashibedwem no emra.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion. Yes, I rise to second the motion. In doing so, Mr. Speaker, I make this statement.
Honorable Afriye, if you don't take time, I will send you out of the house.
I'm not worried about that.
Why are you taking liberty for nonsense?
About that. It's an issue of urgent public importance. I can leave.
In doing so, make one statement.
I can leave. I am ready to leave. I am ready to leave.
What do you mean by in doing so, make one statement?
I am ready to leave. You can send me out. I'm ready to leave. Yes. I'm ready to leave. What's the big deal?
Honourable members.
Mr. Speaker, we rise to make this statement on an issue of immediate and far-reaching concerns to our country. The ongoing national strike action declared by the
You are hereby directed to walk Afriye out of the house. Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. The question is, as many as are in favor of adjournment say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The house is adjourned.
Abushanti we ye de course nra e wo my Ghana mrahye bedwem Dr. Nana Ayiwe free ya wono ye mrahye bedwani e ma de hye wo asokore afijase e wo asante mantemu ye senko de asem bi betu dwe fa nurse fo atuate a wono ate ne wo mu se ya asem a no kwasem ne e ha adwene de ye wo se ka ho asem ne nso kwa mrahye bedwem nso a ye won hyehye wo ho ye asasem bi ba na wo sa wudi tudwa e no susu utumi gina na ase tudwa na na nkrofo dodo no e kase sa na be de ankene e mrahye bedwem chiame he no ankasa ba penko ntwe na so mfa ne ma committee no a se kwaba so obi eye bibi na yemfom so a yetwe wo ya na so no yemfra ne nkoho na nke nkotwe na so ewo ho ne nso so ne speaker bar ma bedwem no kasa de fa ho de ne nso kira ba bi anipa bi no pese wo de asem ne kro no nyesa do be ye no na se de o kan asem ne ma bedwem bi eni.
However, the situation is always right on the floor. Where is wrong, the law has given you the opportunity as to how to come back to the same floor to prove that he was wrong. So please, I repeat, even a dog is obeyed in office. I want honorable members to take this in good faith. I know in the light of these events and in defense of the institutional integrity of Parliament, I refer to the conduct of the honorable member for Efiduase Asokore. This is not a matter to be referred to any committee. It's a matter that I've discussed with leadership and we've agreed that it should be resolved. And we will resolve it here openly for all of us to be guided so that in future we don't fall foul to these rules. I have reviewed the records, I have listened to the leaders, and I think in the interest of all of us, particularly our rules, the order of the House, discipline, and mutual respect, I want to call on all of us to do what is proper. We should not unilaterally override our rules, undermine authority, or obstruct the due process. They endanger not only the legitimacy of our work, but they also undermine the authority, the relevance, and value of Parliament. And more importantly, the very survival of our democracy.
Jawe and Rashibedem Chiame, right honorable Aban Sumana, Kingsford, Bagman, and watching no Dom Kumabano for Alexander. Apenyo Markin so Kasai Sheboche said yes, you know, over her say a bean CBM na woman a fan when no yadom Kesiano, a bedding kitan said yes, at and watching no yera mama yaga or no siadom Kesiaba another form, or also Kasana, Intio Mumi no semwa, or Mudi Tujane, El Rashibedem.
Particularly now that you are so overwhelmed with some other administrative duties and other commitments, that your two deputies would be with us most of the time. We believe that we will extend that courtesy to them. They are the first among their equals, our primus. Though they are members of this House, their position is guaranteed by the Constitution. So we agree that we need to accord them that courtesy. Even when my backbench or my colleagues are trying to do something, I know I will have to defend them. So I'm quickly glancing through the rules. Sometimes when you see me looking at my phone, I have made an electronic copy of it, and so I'm busy looking at it to make sure that if somebody is faltering, I can check them and draw their attention that, no, that's not what the rules say. I think the problem is that we are not investing in the rules. If we invest in the rules, many of the issues that we are confronted with in this chamber will not arise.
Abusia we emrashe bedwem dom kuma ba no dafo ne dom kese ba no dafo ene ete wo munken.
Nyankopon ya duma July busumi ni da bedi kan no abang ene omampanyin de aba se yenyinara yenkohiem ne yemompa na Awurade ase se oman Ghana wa ma niama afi akwapro abeto yen ato aba masumdwe eguso a erikoso ewo oman mu odi oman Ghana toto eye amanfoforo bi wana se asumdwe eni hokra eyinam so wapa ba asumku bi se wonante wo na efe wonya hihye na wonma empanyefo asumte no to nsa mfra won na sada no mu nyinara na yankodi se djuma no ene dey asofo atwetwe wuro be no ena committee kopuemu ewo won akache ekotonsa ede frɛ won baako eya Apostle General Sam Kranche Accra ene fe Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Amakwe ena mpanyefo kopuemu won nansi a wode eye nkrata koma won se Nyankopon yadoma July busum ni da bedi kan no wo mapuemu ewa djumadi ase na wokoye no amanebo no entwaso ni Asafo akasifo dodo na wowo maimu wode abasobode akwama Owura John Dramani Mahama se ode National Thanksgiving Day and Prayer Jumadi aba beba so July busumen ni da edikan ene tima warrior sese jumadi beba so akopemu wo osofo panyin ono no da Royal House Chapel asafo yi ano ene nia other Living Streams Ministry International ano a womuso wode won achitai akọ amasa jumadi bra wokopuem ewa asafo benu yi akache no Committee Chairman Owura Elvis Efriankra echense muse edichere won.
The president, as a man who lives to his word, has decided to institute the 1st of July 2025 and going forward. It's a national day of prayer and thanksgiving, recognizing what God has done for this country over the years. Indeed, the story of Ghana is unique and peculiar, whichever way you look at it. Nkrumah's vision for Africa, he was talking about African Union long before, decades after the Europeans picked his ideas and formed the European Union.
So for panyin a ono na other Living Streams International asafui ano Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Makwe uchirim se ejumadi ebeka ejedi sum aho abom.
This president, if anybody would, I would stick my neck on the gallows and say this is not an ordination of God for him to come.
Enwechi eno kopem ewo kofabai dima Royal House Chapel International Apostle General Sam Kranche Accra akache oyisika 50,000 se committee no wonsum na djumadi onfanye nhihye
to our national cohesion, our national growth, the stability of peace and order, and our prayers to good governance in this country. I am very, very happy that we have gained the attention of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and to have sent you over here to come and discuss with us and to get our blessing for the forthcoming National Day of Prayer. We are grateful.
Kan obia panyinga odikan ewo maimwa oya Dr. Hila Liman ni hukeni Fulera Liman insu chirim se sajumedi ebebuwe yepa.
It's really a very good recommendation for the president to make for the nation. So I'm really delighted to hear that both the Muslims and the Christians. I remembered even when my husband was elected, one of his things was he said prayers. Christians on Sundays, Muslims on Fridays. So I'm so happy to hear that.
So na fe yen consent for emwene udra blekuma na of abatso mpeso so ade ba kwa ho ye se besa abosme makomako ensia ya amemo foforo hyase wo muni mrahye bedwani enti so mo ho e bibia sia blekuma ho ne wo se wo mrahye bedwani wo gina mu na okasa de ma wo ma ye ni obia na nyina ye se Electoral Commission ya wo ne hwe Ghana ya bato ene ho nsem so ne se ye nim de wo ye e de afa ye sam peso ano so wo no ma ba wo koto ye ne nsunsuanso no ye nim ye wo ye no se pink sheeta eno your original di bechere sese ne ye no ananso so omiako akoto abano foforo ananso se na tie ne prempren ya de yentumi enche no na wo mampani atena ya mampani futufo ewo governmental affairs so Dr. Valerie Esther Soya ene wodi ato Electoral Commission ma menim se na dama ye say the option bi ani ho dan say abano obami akoto no foforo ewo polling stations anase mia makomako aduosia mienu a eho na sese da retwe no aba pa ye guso ya twe dawra ye nwie wo kire ho akwakohia se wo se saa na monto no etumi eba so na nsem odi tujida edwe nyina yese nanu ekoto abawie ye ya ye kenkan yaba no ekowie cheki kakraba ewie ye si ba bi ye de ade ne kosi ye no ye jato ho amho ahye eja no ehye ye kire ne yesuo ye ni eye original pink sheet no a Electoral Commission de ba be ya dansidie ne ntisade a party fo no obi a wo famra NDC force ye de ye ni bi wo ho entino se ebe ya ekwanfoforo ho ebetu ho anamo ayentu ye wo ho na MPP for by so wo mo de wo scan copies ya wo mo de be kire anye ne o no mo atwenkrata be se aduanan ne echedi aba so ye scan copies ni no mse depi we de agitum a enye ye enti Electoral Commission awa wonim se ade no enye saa na hye ne sitie no ade na wo se wo ye edefa ho na Dr. Valerie Sawyer or the krata ne piedra ya krata no edian odi atoso ene the saga of scanned pink sheet and Ablikumanov no ene krata odi piedra washa Electoral Commission se emprempren awonhwe masa 62 polling stations no aba ne yenkoye rera no ho yento no foforo said ye be ya confusion aba ese pink sheet sem ena scan copies ne dia aka ewo ho no nyina no yebetumi nyina ayi ne nyina de free ho na boa said ye be ya ebenya obi a ono be ya na musini de ama empeso so e Ghana mrahye bedwam ne ye fa dwene na e fa mpeso ne so ebenya obi ono so be che na dwe bi na boa e de nkankro e de hyehyeye aba wo kira asomdwe na mprempren ye hia na ade hye wo nso mu hia tentene ne anti Electoral Commission no wono nhwe na ontu na mo a ese fata se de be boa ne nyina mu no wasre ese enye kitikiti na enye basabasa wonde ya asomdwe ensem no de na anti Electoral Commission wonye de ese na fata na mo ase de be mrahye bedwani so ebepie mu e wa Ablikumanov ne mpeso so
XYZ any power 97.9 FM nefe radio XYZ 93.1 yentua Kasiebo no so na yenko insemfofro emu asye a wo mo hwe nkitahode ho insem so na won abo amane erichirim se yenuanom mprempem wo entua so anase suapon ahoro nyina mu no o se minka chem se enegedi enam kwan so a ere eba esanse won ayen adwuni se wo be introduce eye data ho sensema eno be soronko ede amamu amowo eye suapon ahoro nyina emu Osuafo a no da saso ya no Owura Sam Nate George and odisa insemi etugwa no richem se Santimupo eye se data hobo a ewo soro no mebun a wo mo eye oman Ghana motiti won a wo mo suapon emu no no wo pese wo yisa ohawe edi everyone so ochim se won afiase e build eye database e dey ma tertiary students a won ewo memo na no so no wo be identify won a wo be qualify as a package wo be nya ho infaso ne nyina mu o se won any chancellors a wo mo oman Ghana yentu ampo ahoro nyina mu no eguso a wo renya nkitahode na renche wo be wie sanhyehyɛ no na eye adusefo wo mo tertiary institutions mu emu no wo nya ho infaso.
In my second month, the regulator, after engaging with the mobile network operators, came up with proposals that curated specialized bundle solutions for tertiary students and content creators. We immediately set out to build a dynamic database for the two demographics. I held a meeting with all vice chancellors in the country to design a framework that allowed the networks to identify which numbers were used by tertiary students. However, I took a policy decision to truncate the process and re-engage the stakeholders to achieve a broader solution that affected all Ghanaian data users. As indicated earlier, we had our eyes not just on the value and pricing of data bundles, but on the quality of service delivery. I am sure that even with increased value or reduced pricing, if quality is not improved, we will still have a sound customer experience. This led to the regulator commissioning and completing an assessment of a sample size of network performance in 3G and 4G service offerings across the country, the results of which I discussed with the CEOs and the media 2 weeks ago.
Samuel Nate George, a Minister for Communications.
Na so afa won na hwe ma me ma ne mofra wo masetinem ene wo mu yedie ho sensem so Honorable Agnes na momo late ene wa ba bonte dia to dwa se ho akohia se brano no ko aprobo anansa hwe e wo miamia hodo bi esusu se yede emofra ene wo mu asabi wo mu ni na neja ede wo makwakosie ne kohwe se de wo masetinem ni wo mu hyehyeye mo ene ma hodo sitie ho nti ene wakopie mo e wo Osu Children's Home sanso ena Osu Social Center e won so akwakohwe mo ha nkitinkiti bi a yesusu se wo sa atena ewe mu no wo de nani akwakọ ese de tie ya obetu ho anamo na boa ama se bibini a obehunu kwan ye befa so a ye bepa nhihye papa ede amasafo a wo mo ewo sa atena ye ho na wabra ogina simpie so a wo kasa e no de atodwa se enkoye se nenkwa wakwakohwe na odi enkitahodi afa o hawe wo ho mprempre ya no na esesi ho no bra no obekọ ho na eniema ni bia eye o hawo ho ene ne wo se nkoda no enye se bia wo mu ni nane agya e wo so mo nsa kanso mo nsa kan no ni nyina wahwe no watu ho na mo e de ama wo mo na wabra wakasa ni nsem no bi ode tudwani.
The vision of the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is to ensure that vulnerability is reduced to the barest minimum. And one of the areas that we look at is social protection, and then also minimizing abuse, addressing them adequately. And so as part of the work we are doing this week is to go around and then visit all our centers where we hold people of various or varied with varied vulnerability. And so we just came here and we have heard a lot. Sometimes when you listen to these things and you don't have the means of addressing them holistically, it's quite depressing. But the most important thing is that it gives you energy and inspiration to look for available avenues for addressing some of the challenges, even if not all. It gives you the energy to be able to look for partners, and that is exactly what we will do. So the state will continue to collaborate with all those in charge. When you look at this place in particular, because we usually don't want to disclose shelters and other things, there are few challenges ranging from the infrastructure that is almost dilapidated to other resources that are not available.
Owie wa manansoa eno no wosra wofo bi no se esan se bebre na ho a se be omo wo a na omo ma no wo mo akonya dem die kakra na se beka so mo special needs nkwada nti obehwani akoja wo mo atena no esusu se bi ho de wo mo mefie ne ani ehunu wo mo na bibi ni kra no a ye de ama wo mo no cha wofo ni nyasa esan se se baabi ne ho ye de che fie nti se nkwada no nyame e de wo mo dum awofo no a wo mo se nya wo mo person be wo sa nkwada na de na esusu wo mo nya ba ya wo mo nya do no tema famasa afoi no mo hwe o mo sense ye don be call special homes ni ade esi ekuja won mo.
Just want to tell parents that difficult as it is to have children with special needs, I don't think the best in the interest of you, the parents, and then their children is to abandon them. And then when we went to the home, you realize that for them it's not as if you know that when it comes to adoption they will be taking out any moment soon. So they become permanent, more or less, residents of the homes. And so I will appeal to parents that in this day and age, there are various supports that come. When you meet with some of the parents that are in this situation, you realize that even though there's no justification, you can understand their frustration. Aside they having to put in the extra effort to take care of them, there's also the resource challenge, which is not available. So whoever is having a child with a special need, you don't need to abandon them. And sometimes where they are abandoned is even very depressing to go and pick them from.
I was just off for your share and my name from almost the same Yombambo Honsem, Honorable Agnes, Namulate, and your tenant king.
Yantua Kasiebo no so emfa mamonko ensefofro emu kuba kwa wamu nhye aban asede biara da wamu de niema enkoye wo memo watai kasa ho eye good governance advocacy group na executive director odakui ano den e de listowell nana kusi poku odin se bi atogwa erekwama aban ene his excellency John Dramani Mahama se onhwe se contradia eda National Lottery Authority ene fe KGL fu intem no obetwem enemenimia adentina nana orikasa asemini ose ohwa emubon ye papa sa contract no eniema nkoye ama mpempe ye ne mu erikase no aban erehwe sika ewom KGL mum ena wori nyamfa so mum anka wo se obesum abang no mum NLA no ena wori somwom enti ohunu se enye enti wo se enemani mi ya no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on eye finance minister Dr. Kasiebo to force esanze NLA ehyenase enti won kan ba kire mu no ntwa sa contract ni mu omanfo beka infisha du ntam ni ena KGL ni NLA focus antiase apa mu ni mu se wo mu so digital sensementi no wo de won ho abebata NLA so ne be won adumadi ebetumi akonkan nso ne nsemtwefo nhwemu ba so ena listowel na nakusipoko awechem se won ho nsem wo de won ani di akiri ene morika se no KGL mum kamia se woribo omanu kron enti yera John Dramani Mahama nhwe se sa contract no obetwem
se wo hwe emra ye de bo eye loto ho bra e wo Ghana ha emma ho kwan se eye National Lottery Authority ode ni tumi a mrase bedwa ene aban di ama no se onfa mobra entwa loto ema obia enya so mfaso titiru ni Ghana fo a omopa akwan suku adan asupiti ni nyina no adwumakuo no a ye frɛ ni KGL a eye openi a ye frɛ no Alex Apaudadi wono ene kanoforiata ya sese wode ne ho aka ahaban no ene omampani akufo ado ne bawumia wo mo afa sebu akwan so ama ade eye oman ne dia no omadan ama eye adwumakuo yi na sene da bia omo ya no adwumakuo no eye NLA no eye oman ne dia no omo hyeda de boapaye kwan so egu no na omo gu ni wi a na omo aka se adwuma no emfaso nim enti no omo ma asem ne tantan na Ghana for krase o adwuma no se emfaso nim dia ene mo mpe obi ntoma no eso da bia no omo ankasa na omo kan se adwuma na gu no na omo asa afa echi na omo ato enu bi na omo dia ye NLA no
Listowel na nakusipoku wamfa nsem no anso amom okirem se ankronkro biara odi tintimenge wosa eye NLA ni KGL won agreement mu no wo pese wode wo ho ekengura wo pese wode wo ho kapaw enti wo sre se omampanyin onhwe se won passport ekura wo no wo beje efisa ni pakui nsem efei wode petition akoma yoko OSP NFCI fuse enemanimi ya no wo modern nasa ni pakui a wobo bo din no wo befra won na wan aye won semu nhwehwem
se wo hwe tirimupo a omode beji sa ade ni free aban semu a enye tirimupo papa enti ye de akoma aban aso ye a omo na hwehwe akronfo enumam na omo ti akronfo de omo kogina mra anim no se omo hwem na ye hu ye ya adwum yesusu se wo akronfo adwumakuo KGL akronfo adwumakuo enti ye sra ban se Sesiye ya yeni aban kasei aban take steps se obetwa sa ehurukasem contract na NLA ene KGL esensan ya nimsan se enimra bia mu Ghana ha na wona wo mo ye sa ehurukasem no so aban tata wo mo no nche wo mo na matete minam na mititi o se aban mu nipa bia na mo ho no aban dada ni mu no o ma yo ma dwen se o mbedwane akoka kenoforiata ho sese kenoforiata omode ne kwato FBI ayisui sese ye bre ene ehwehwe no mempese gari ni ma konom ne omo ana o maka no omo so ba dwane na afi be wiase no na ehwehwe omo a yehu omo
Listowel Nana Kusipoku executive director adima good governance advocacy group en which lotto marketers ni bi nso bepom wo sa nsɛmtwerɛfo nhwemu no ase wɔn so ɛka nsɛm bi ɛde kyerɛ nsɛmtwerɛfo.
As we speak today, the last time Samia Oku met the Public Account Committee on NLA issues, all the answers he gave were lies. He was asked why is the sales going down? He said they did not look at the online sales. Meanwhile, he as Director General knew that the online sales was going to KGL and not to NLA. He was asked, is any money coming from NLA apart from the sales they are making? He said no. Meanwhile, he was on Asempa FM telling the whole Ghana that Nigeria is paying 18 million and Cote d'Ivoire is paying 30 million Ghana cedis a year for using our draw. I wrote to the Auditor General to find out from the Auditor General where is that money, because he's complaining that he met a debt of 12 million at the NLA. So if Nigeria, after we've paid our wins, everything, Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire alone are paying 31 million. How come you come in 2021 and you are still complaining of that?
It is the National Lottery Authority that has supported government if the tax fails us. So here you are, a cash cow of a national institution, a state agency under the Ministry of Finance. And look, it is not for nothing that this KGL thing and the National Lottery Authority crime scene has been created. Nanaya Osafo Mafu, he was Minister for Finance. Remember, NLA is operated as a state agency under the Ministry of Finance. He saw all the loopholes. In their first time, they brought a mayor to run the place down. The idea is to, you bring it down and sell it.
Enti eyi eni nia ne akoso ewo Accra International Press Center meyan fasida enkoma Little George wofa Little George ewo tema community 5 or PV obi runabout honoma o she press biasafo no ene fei important ho a ena ubutu o se mika tro so eyeko ameshako plus wo dominion powder bi wo ho minerals ahoro benye bi ato na so ye osan wo eye healthy juices bi tise blueberry turmeric ene fei aloe vera enti bra hono betobi mi patro betimi freno e was 0243140213 koho koto no papai ebi na mamenka for Ruta natural product nso infama Ruta fo e de Ruta mixture abedumi yen ene fe Ruta tonic typhoid the dream Ruta life no ehuro ni pedua no boost immune system no ipacho baby biara ye tonga dru ko hono ma obenye bi ato enti bomoding na fred 0244503443 na mamenka will say Power Specialist about Hospital no what's a minka just hepatitis A, B, and C. If a fatty liver, prostate wounds and some, then you know betting me abua or sign if a fibroid, the reality through what's a minka just a motion nature upon why. Obet me abuam with a marimano, or say jirikajino, a drupa papa, a boost your immune system no, anti-pebi, nanom. If it was some herbatin mixture so ewo, anti bomoding ko, baby biara yeton a drusebia herbal, and as a chemical shop. Now, Ubehu wangachira kwang ewo enkran. Kwa benya ACP kwantiponi so biaya yanga to ne dinse Power Hospital bus stop wa eno behu won ewo Accra ha Kumase won ewo Feyase bosuntwe kwantiponi so edu ya junction takrade won ewo Anaje Estate wo ben Ahatama Rural Bank no fra 0244 544-442 and 0200-383-831 and 055-5797-878. Na ma main country se upe asase atodia eye Ostek Real Estate hono no ubeko akoto wasase amansotwe biara enihun entikododo wo dodowa ayikuma asebi doyumu afenya dowenya ene Fisher Hill omse meka kire se bia wabedu ahya ma na wayira ubetimi afra won e 0244 684 069 and 0240 933 748 and 0266 101 406. Solak Natural Clinic mi pacho wonlechira kwan ewo eye kokumlemle oben Harvard Senior High School no enti mu a wo ho aye denga mamo mu wo liver hu sensem edwa na jofa untumi na prostate hu sem udunso anemu apaye bien mi pacho nya di papa sexually transmitted infections bi ebia oni obi akonye mpem egori dibi no watete yare bi mi pacho koho obebua wo lab test ahuru nyine bi fibroid nso omo yes scan nso bi ewo ho enti me pacho betimi afred dog ewo 055 393 2631 3p garlic mixture honum ene ebeko akonum garlic edu papa me pacho the whole of Africa edu a won aye obi biara ji atum umu am general body pain anase mo aposo kakre bi na onanga tititi kase muro so oberi me mi se ma wafu nya kase wate de biara da wa mamare na mia yisro yansa ne ade mi pacho enye bombarding konum 3p lovely abranti bi ogena manima enko yie kura ebuage mama no de bi asemi wo macho obuwa bra kono ko 3p nanom metimi mu awate eti bi pacho ko pe bi nanom obenye bi ato wo kanshi Kofi Sam ene Kiss Walk tema community five nso Little George Akache Medina ne sejo fumu ko to bi ewo Health Alert Shop ashama fuko Ecus Pharmacy Kaswa Tribe of Judah Fred Dr. Prince ewo 0248 928-824 and 0201 000 021 Haxa Michano and in the capsules me paucho a fuyare drew so bia de bia dia ubehwe didi nso nya gasida onso fun wana reform me paucho a fuyare o say enya de papa bomoden kopebi nanom ebebu ye pa bi wo nso akakra bi o say nani si brew ni ade me paucho Haxa Michano in the capsules no ene bebu a uyo bia onya fricha du mi ye anasa obi apemfo me paucho urin to me enum bi munko okanshi draglen ko tobi wo repass ventures and if hallows bi wo community 5 for temanso of a little Georgia catching if Medina funko card pharmacy kaswa eyedu card upedodu wetu anu afra 0240 238 310 and 0203 822 855 Spanish garlic mixture in the capsule so no me pamcho utina sika krabehwe no nanga hono ne ade arthritis anase halitosis no su ka ho bi abeba kama una krom esense wagasa nim se wanum sente free oba na enyenti no abranti kama behia no ochia okra na enye wonsusu ya abranti so ho ade ni nkoyenti wo ho kama lovely wo ho wo ho esense no bekasa wanum na nkoyi momoden Spanish garlic mixture ene ni capsules no bi nanom na emu a ubunsa na se moja na meya mia no papacho edru ne bebua mo hallo seba wo kan so benye bi ato ho tina tetensu bi wo ho repash bi wo ho widama ashaima na fe Ecus Pharmacy House of Drugs nso benye bi ato Jukat Pharmacy wo kaso dependable herbal home nso ewo Medina ko foriduafo nko Benob ene fe Gapson Pharmacy upedodu wetu a no fra 0266 114 111 eno ene bebua. Let's talk educational consult ewo eye Teshenungwa Estate ho Obelejo Kuku Municipal Assembly no mipacho every Saturday biara ye school preschool ho enti eguso ye gemufra mo wo bafofra ife na bofra na nyabusumi si adere konofa no breye ye Saturday school biara ye kire enti modern ye entrepreneurship reading and writing personality development and ife IT training ye creativity nyina teacher consultancy and ife training so ye nyina bi mipacho ubetumi afra ye ewo 0249 069 821. Let's talk educational consult to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn nyina ubehu ye ngakira kwan ewo hono mo manga dese ye begina yiso akoje ye ngabafo nkranto ye kwa kope X natural mineral water ni bi ne nganom ye beba sisi abetu ansem no so amamo.
Ade timi sisi etwefa me to ase ha nkotodwe ade komene ase etwetwe me fa me ntinim je me ja ene me nsem ye mo hyehyeehye na aye titriti na me hu dia me nye cheme ba kanena me hawanu no kusisa me share joint forces ene never life udompe ene waposo ye wo ya no etutu no joint forces ene na ekwakoye mu atwuma na de atechima wo obia no esensie no wuntini na emu ya wo ya etwetwon efiri wusisi edefa wo toase no wo nine ene nsem ehihyew ayetitiriti nedro ene never life joint forces ene never life and one mahotoso
FDA ade dedie nkratoyi yi ato.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
As for me,
I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a room maybe crana. Me bano timide or be gumi so weekend. Hey, mumle, memre. I don't think I'm a catcher or say, Yano, Medi, garlic capsules. Posun, a basis so come. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi, garlic capsules. Yes, Medi, garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduani mu efrusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050-349-4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkra tuyi atu.
Ghana, get ready to win big and live large with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's easy to play. Just dial *426*5# on all networks. Follow the prompt, pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. It's that simple. Win massive, up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Don't miss your chance. Players all over Ghana are winning now. I won! What are you waiting for? Dial *426*5# or visit www.megacashluckybox.com and play on our web portal. The minimum to play is 5 Ghana cedis. Your lucky box could be holding that big cash prize. Mega Cash Lucky Box. Dial *426*5# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Remember, terms and conditions apply and is NLA approved on the Caritas Lottery platform.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. And it does our hot savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And then the keka home. First Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi na kame na to na twetweme binya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa adunu asa miracle bi wadru no se mafu no pra se die sia twemi anka se me humi esisu se me humi ana esisu obeka se die bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal mi bi pi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na adunu anka se de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi se ma yi bi nya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka tro na me fa nhyɛ me nkwa ne
me de abe fa 3 years ni ana asa me dina wa me na mu sisinya se me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru ta ba 6 years ni o tema di am ye ma di se ene me jana nti ta ya le ne nku me preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yanku pe no yam se ende ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e 02489288824 and 020100002.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto Checks, check.
Auto Checks. your safety our priority.
Check auto checks.
Esaya mama kwa ba TV XYZ and Power 97.9 FM and the fan non siambrem Kasiebo eso ye betu aso ama poma checheku e betu aso
Usha mane gusa o mo BC ne no mo hyase no pay no nkroboy no mo de kan e hyase no achi no mo de toso mienu so akogu nti ne de wo ma wie na ne nyina mo no Ghana ma mpani abedi chi Professor na anaje no poku agyeman ene ne wo no so e de ato adesuafo ye nim se so hwa wo mo twere no we heye akwanya kese de ma wo mo so mo dache we afi no mo hyehye dache no enti wo mo nye ahoboaboa wo mo aye nintum obu ho ma waboa no ho de enso koduru ha se na hobo de ko ne nhyeda nso papa nti wono ankasa nyi ne ho nisa de na obetwa ananso wontwa ne nyina mu no e na wo sere wono mo se wo mo nye ne wo mo sua ne ni na mo ma po de mo obi be emfa bi nhye ne ho enko na wo se twedi amponso mo echidom se de be ya nso hwa wo mo kyero no ene ma nyina be ko ye Kasiebo ye didi mo eso ni mo ne nsem ni bia atoto odwa ne bo hye nsem ni bia kwade ama de suafo no e wo nso hwa wo mo kyero mu nyina no ye de ho nsem e bedam
Mama fasida biom enkoma Medimoses esanse fishedu san ene ekiri ni a won abeboa yen Medimoses doctor ankasa oda ano eye Moses Dogbache o se menka kire se prostate hunsem very me bra obetu ase dia ma hypertension ene fe diabetes sciatica hunsem typhoid fever malaria ene fe stroke nso ene fe mu ase biom mosen wo ohaw bi wo mu no Dr Moses oda Medimoses Herbal Clinic ano o se menka kire se bomoding bra na otu ase emfa ema o se menka kire se o mammogram e wo ho a emia no ode behwehwe mu mpokua no mu se bia cancer bi abetoma na wo yi nyina ele free ho na kira kwan no owo Adanta barrier on the police station no dey nimhwe Accra Central owo Ghana Highway Authority 1 yard nemu ewo ministries aje kojo ni school for the deaf no e na edie nimhwe Kumase owo ahinima kokoben ipacho frɛ no ewo 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 Edu Herbal fusi minka chose honomu eye number 1 stroke center se wonya stroke abipacho bo modern ko ho na ontimi ensaw yare osang di SMB test aba enti obi biara mpebi na onom na Edu Herbal fo osi minka chose won aso no headquarters no ewo mankasi mba fi krom mmom won abegwe one branch ni bi ewo Nkranha won ewo Odoko official town Kwashi Ahinku street neso enti frano 020 1044 221 na Misa Kapomo no XYZ Broadcasting Limited ejina ye nanso ye jina mu campaign enti bo modern fa phone no so na dial star 274 hash star 274 hash Mrs star 274 hash na selecting Power FM we select mpacho mano utwaba ko bia ye 5 Ghana cedis pe etibo modern fa hohwem na nyakropo ye wadom a mepacho betime di to the tune of 50,000 Ghana cedis mepacho fa hodem wai na ubedi sika na ne nyina mu no se bia wo ye business owner bi wo ho webu shop bi e bia na barbering shop bi anase salon bi tie ubeso bo hu dewro webue eye massaging center sibi ye massage therapist so ho unu bia obekwa kobo hu dewro isanse uko TV stations awo se ni bu no yeden yen TV XYZ yes e bebo hu dewro ama etibo modern wan kasa beton ho sika ye beje no eye sika fie bi so ho ye do ye powasem lovely etibo modern odi frɛ ye keke ye beba ye ankasa beba betwa ma no abeton freyen e was 053 382 5870 053 382 5870 no wankasa ton ho no manfu hu ade a o return no mumra emetobi MTN fu se minka cho say oh my people yellow Thursday lovely mo enti MTN fu se minka cho say wodin hihai aba enti yaude yellow Thursday unsu fa hu demu bi esan say very very exciting na obetimi anya bonus be say ohamu chichem eduonu enum 25% bonus ewo first data bundle ubetono emu ne obeya anen obeyisu my MTN app no anansu say obe dial star 138 hash star 138 hash na say my MTN Thursday no unsu benya hu faso bi MTN ɛmu yɛ de yie MTN everywhere you go eti bomodinga nako miamiai betumi use mom ewo eya Silver Bed Cinema Accra and as a West Hill Mall eho betumi akọ enefe Garden City enso betumi akọ honom eno nkrofo betumi akọ Jamani ene Golden Cinemas ahoro betumi akọ ho ne nyina ewo Kumase bra uyusu MTN app no and as be dial star 138 hash star 138 hash na nso udu ho agemu bi na ohamu nchichem no enum 25% unso wetumi enya hofa so na ni nyina no eye MTN Yellow Thursday a eno so no benam na odi atowo extra ticket na odi akohwe movies ewo these centers a mabubobo sui e de ama wenti fa ho gemu bi MTN ana everywhere you go bombs
Adesibama ni ebegina we so na ensem hodo anwumre yebo ano ye de be so mo se yenonsi abremu Kasiebo ye de nyina si kan ho ne mfaseda ema production crew no nyina so obo abo chi dom ko ni show me dom no edo so pai for fabia na ebegina echi ya wo hweye ema ne nyina eko kama ede maye sanso na aba studio hasia camera crew no Francis wa ha osofo Prince wa ha na fi wuli enso so ewo ha Kofi the boy enso ne di wo manim ewo inside ha ko MCR director Rafo ho afi ye o mama Peter Kaswa efo hene wono so so ehye ho we saso eda imanete ni team na kan so ewo edem so boabo chidom ewo Power Studios mania manyina ko ye gift your say and then Adam on ye makeup kama Emma we share with Facebook for amo send ya adwenche any ade ba ntokwa amo sesa for so nyina ne da mu nyina se bra no modi achi ewo ye Kasiebo mo Accra de nyina esi wo ha na enwume ma memfa nchia enko Emma ebusua pani CC Parental papa ye chiao enwume ya fe papa wo fie ha enti wada ma ya ebrebe mu anu twa ho kakra you ten bi wa ha so hu na eja ye feedi kakra so awate asie dada medine amapoma checheku enwume mene Accra Kofi Dako Fugu hene Pokuma ene Commodore Clement ye mamajo